Hello, guys. Come on in, honey, because we're going to get into this video. Now, I know y'all saw the title, and y'all probably like, what does this mean? Well, let's get into it. Porsha Williams, I have receipts, and we're going to get into the receipts that she actually purchased her own book in large quantities. And I know y'all probably like, what's wrong with that? It's nothing wrong with it, but I want y'all to understand in order to be on the best sellers list, you need to achieve a high sales volume within a short amount of time. So, in order to accomplish that, I have receipts that Porsha Williams bought her own book, had other people to buy her book. And when I say book, I'm not saying one book because if I write a book, I'm gonna tell y'all buy my book. I'm saying buying 500 copies, multiple copies, and copies that she has still sitting somewhere because she only purchased the book to basically make her book a #1 seller. So, did people really buy this book or did she commit fraud? Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, let's get into it.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hit that bell because the tea don't stop. Y'all, let's get into it. And for those of y'all that, the little weirdos in the comments, like, you always talk about Porsha. Yeah, I do. I do. But I also talk about other things. Let's get into it, y'all, because I know y'all probably like, why you say fraud? So let me break down what the definition of fraud is, because I know what y'all thinking, because I used to think it too. Fraud is the intentional deception by a person or organization to secure an unfair or unlawful gain. That is the definition of fraud, okay? Often involving misrepresentation or concealment of a fact to induce another or to act to their detriment. So that's why I said fraud, because this is clearly fraud. Let me make sure y'all understand. And I'm going to show you guys because I actually looked this up because I wanted to make sure that I was right before I came on here and did this video. Okay. Because I was like, in my mind, I said, I think to become a bestseller, you need to sell a certain amount of books in a short amount of time. And I was exactly right. A book becomes a bestseller by achieving high sales volumes within a short period, often by being listed on a prominent. So they're basically telling you how you can become a bestseller. So in order to become a bestseller, you need to sell a high volume of books in a short period of time. And usually, people will just buy your book. But we know Porsha is a reality star. So, in order for her to achieve that goal, it seems like from the receipts that I have that she had people to buy her books in bulk. Which, I mean, if you're buying 500, 1,000 books, you are going to get to that bestseller, okay? Because if you look this up online, Porsha Williams' book, Pursuit of Porsha, was a bestseller, okay? It was a bestseller. How did she become a bestseller? I just told y'all, because she purchased her own book in bulk, which made this book make bestsellers list. And I hope y'all understand what the word fraudulent means. You know what? Let me let y'all see that too, because some people don't seem to understand what fraud is. Okay, so let's get into that. Let's give me a moment here. Give me a moment. What happened to that? Okay, let's get into what fraud is. Fraud is not what it is what you think, but it's some more components of fraud. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to read this. I just read this, but I want you guys to see it yourself. Fraud is the intentional deception by a person or organization to secure an unfair or unlawful gain, often involving misrepresentation. So that's what y'all need to understand. Misrepresentation. If you are making everybody think that people are buying your book, that's fine. But what's really happening is you are buying. For instance, if I bought Pursuit of Porsha, how many of you think I'm gonna buy? One, maybe two. I'm not buying 500. I'm not buying 1,000 books. So essentially, this is what she did to boost her sales. Now, what I'm going to do, let me grab my mobile device because I'm going to read it to you all from my mobile device, but I actually have it on the screen. Obviously, I had to, um, put my watermark and things on it, but I'm going to read it from here. And I had to blot out some stuff, of course. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. Y'all came for the tea. Okay. So here are the receipts right here. Well, it's there. Y'all can see it on the screen. So here is a email and it reads like this. Hi, Lauren. I'm happy to help with this. If you can provide the following information, we can get the ball rolling. So she say book the title of the book, Pursuit of Porsha. They want to buy 500 copies of this book. And it says, in order to provide the best pricing, all product is sold non-returnable. So it says payment can be made with credit card, check, wire, yada, yada. And as y'all can see, I kind of blotted out their telephone number and things like that. So this is a email. Now, here is the same email. If you can see over here, the next one, it says Hatchet Book Group. Now, if you guys also see in the email, it says 500 copies, The Pursuit of Porsha. Hi, Jeannie. I want to introduce you to Lauren Dubrock, whoever that is, wants to purchase 500 copies of The Pursuit of Porsha at $18.12 per book, total $9,060, including taxes and shipping. Books will ship to one address. Please contact Lauren and let her know what information you need for her to complete the purchase. Now, I want to check something as well, because what is Porsha's sister name, her last name? I got to check that. Yeah, her name is Lauren Williams. So I don't know who Lauren Dubrock is. I don't know. So I had to look that up because I'm like, I don't think that's Porsha's sister. But anywho, it doesn't matter. I don't know. There's a million Laurens. She's not the only one. So this is pretty much an email that was provided to me based on Porsha buying or having other people to buy large quantities of her books. Now there are other receipts. I'm just really providing y'all this. So essentially what I'm saying, so that y'all can get this, there's nothing wrong with buying your book. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies. Like if I had a book, I may buy 15 copies because I may want to just give them to people. I'm more than likely, I'm not going to buy 500 copies of my own book. For what reason? So what I was told is the reason why she bought this book in bulk and had multiple individuals to actually buy the book is simply for one reason and one reason only. In order to obtain bestseller, you just can't sell books. You need to sell them in a very fast manner. For instance, if I drop a book today, I'm not sure what the time frame. They may say you need to sell these many books in 3 weeks. So it's a fast process. So it looks like what she was doing is going around, and somebody specifically gave me this receipt and told me this is exactly what she was doing. And this was one of the receipts that was provided. Now, again, I know some of y'all gonna say, what does that mean? It means exactly what I just told y'all. Whenever you buy your books or you're selling them, and so many are sold within a quick amount of time, it pushes you into bestseller. So she didn't really earn bestseller. Again, fraudulent ways. I done showed y'all what the definition of fraud is. This is what she did. Did she actually obtain bestseller? No, because she bought her own books, but essentially she obtained bestseller because of the fraudulent book sales. She bought her own book. These are some of the things that I be trying to get y'all to understand about this woman. She is not who she say she is. And I know y'all gonna say Simon ain't who he said he is, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would rather have something in my background from 30 years ago than be doing shit right now today, because people cannot change their past, and we done all did some shit. But if we still doing it today, that's a little weird. So that is the receipt on her in this fraudulent book she run around here saying that, she's a #1 seller. When you bought, baby, you bought your own book. So are you a #1 seller? Hey, I digress. Okay, guys, so I often get a lot of questions about my skin. What do I use on my skin? How do you keep your skin so nice and, clean and clear? I don't have on any makeup. I have a ton of makeup. However, I don't wear makeup every day. It's just because I like clean skin. I like to wash my face several times a day. And that's kind of why I don't wear makeup like that. It's not because I don't like it. I actually do. But like I said, I like to wash my face a lot. So I wear makeup, but I just don't wear it every day. But let's get into my face routine. I'm also going to link this so that you guys can be able to purchase these products from me. So this is what I use as a cleanser. Let me put that close up to here so you guys can see. Now, I am fully aware that some people don't use towels when they wash their face, and that is perfectly fine. It's up to you. I'm old school. I need to be able to rub my face and see the dirt come off. That's just how I am. This is how I am. So I just literally take this cleanser that I just showed y'all. I'm going to put some on my towel just because I'm a towel girl. Some of y'all don't use towels. Hey, if you don't use a towel, that's up to you. But I'm going to put it on my towel here, and then I'm going to wet it because that's just how I do. That's what I do, and y'all do what y'all do. And I pretty much just wash this into my face. Obviously, if you guys just use your hand, then you just rub it. You just rub it. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it off. So now I have rinsed it off my face. The cleanser is off. I have rinsed, cleaned my face. Now I'm going to dry my face with the towel. Of course, make sure you're using a clean towel for your face. I'm going to dry my face as much as I can. That's all done. All right. Now I'm just gonna go backwards again. This is called the Resurface Refining Cleanser right here. Here's the box that it comes in, okay? So that is step 1. Always use, you gotta clean your face, right? Now, the next thing that I do, and I don't think that this goes in any order. The first thing you just need to make sure is that you are in fact washing your face, okay? Now, the next thing that I do is I do the vitamin C glow serum. That's right here. I'm going to take it out of the box. This is what it looks like, okay? And now what I do is I take, and listen y'all, sometimes I use too much of products. Don't be like me, because you don't need but a squeeze, okay? This is all you need, okay? A squeeze. But me, this is what I be doing. 2 squeezes, because I'm just extra like that, okay? So this, you're going to put on your face, rub it. You don't need to put it on your lips. You don't need to put it on your eyes. You don't need to put it on your eyebrows. If y'all notice, I try to avoid my eyebrows, and that is simply because I have them done professionally. And when you put product on it, I notice that it makes them lighten. Now, if you don't get your eyebrows done, you don't need to worry about this. Now, this is the vitamin C glow serum, okay? Vitamin C is really good for your skin. Now, as that dries, you will notice when you put that on, it's a little thick. Reason why I did not need to use 2 pumps, but like I told y'all, I am extra, and that's just what I do. So let that dry. Like right now, I can tell that it is totally dry. The next thing that I put on my skin is the eye cream. Right here. This is the eye cream. Put that on. Now this is for day. I know some of y'all probably wondering, eye cream, don't you put that on at night? I do have a regimen that I do at night, but for this video. This is a morning routine, and I told y'all I'd be a little extra with stuff, and I was a little extra with this eye cream because look at all this I got left. And also too, guys, with this vitamin C serum, you also can put this on your neck, so don't forget to do that. I again pumped out a little bit too much of this eye cream, and I do extra, so don't be like me. And that is pretty much what I do every day in terms of my face care. Again, I do not wear makeup every day. I love makeup. I have a whole bunch of it, but that is pretty much my skin routine every day. Now, of course, if you guys are wearing makeup, this is good for your cleaning your face. Obviously, if you're gonna wear makeup, there will be another set of things that you would need to do before you put on your makeup, as far as, you know, putting on you some kind of moisturizer, because when you put on makeup, it does typically, it can dry your skin, so you would have to add on a moisturizer. So this is, again, my routine for my everyday look. I'm going to link these products so that you guys will be able to directly purchase these items, and they come very fast. The warehouse, I believe, if you're in the South, is in Miami, Florida. Don't quote me on it. Products come really, I know the products do come really fast. And again, I'll clip this in my video, so hopefully this helps. And I will see you guys in the next video, in which I will tell you about my nighttime routine.